Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
May I know your full name?
My name is Spadika Jairaj.
And how may I address you?
You can call me Spadika.
Spadika, we are going to start the first part of the test and I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. Alright? Where are you from?
I'm from Bangalore. It's a city in the southern part of India.
And what are you currently doing?
I am a product manager at a startup here in Bangalore.
Okay, let us talk a little bit about shopping. Do you enjoy shopping?
Definitely, I do enjoy shopping. I think retail therapy is something that really applies to me. I get a kick when I buy something new.
How often do you go shopping and what kind of things do you like to buy?
Probably go shopping once or twice a month, and I like spending money on clothes and accessories for myself.
So you prefer to go shopping alone or with other people, and why?
Well, in the COVID pandemic, a lot of the shopping has gone online. So I would say I mostly go shopping alone now. But before the pandemic, I would go shopping with my parents. It's an activity that we enjoy doing together.
I'd like to move on and ask you some questions about teamwork. Have you ever worked in a team?
Yes, I currently work in a team, and throughout my school and college as well, I have worked in teams on various different projects.
Do you like to work in a team?
Yes, I really like working in a team. It gives me a lot of energy, and I also get to learn a lot from other people on the team.
What are the benefits of working in a team?
I think there are several benefits to working in a team. One is that different people have different personalities and they all add something to whatever project you're working on. And the second is that people can also learn from each other when they work together in a team.
I'd like to talk now more about your hobbies. Tell me about any hobbies that you have.
So I really like writing poetry. I've been writing since I was a child. So even today, whenever I have time, I pick up a notebook and scribble a poem or two.
Are there any hobbies you would like to have in the future?
Definitely. I would love to play a sport. That's something I don't currently do, but I would love to learn and play a sport.
Do you think hobbies should be relaxing or should they be exciting, and why?
That's a good question. Currently, because I am quite busy at work, I would prefer a hobby that relaxes me and helps me calm down in my free time.
Okay. Now I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it for 2 minutes. So this is your cue card and your stationery. You will get 1 minute to prepare. Thereafter, you will have to speak for 2 minutes on the said topic. Your time's up.
So my favorite movie is an English movie called Lion King. It was a movie that released in probably around 1995. And it's my childhood favorite movie. It's the first English film that I ever watched. And I really love it because of the sense of nostalgia that it induces in me. So as I said, I first watched the movie when I was 4 or 5. And we used to watch it multiple times during summer holidays. So this is a movie that I've probably seen more than 100 times in my lifetime. So that's how much I like it. So The Lion King is an animated movie made for children. It's a story about a family of lions in a forest, and the main character Simba gets betrayed by his uncle, and how he redeems the betrayal and basically comes back and saves his mother. So that's more or less what the story is about. I love this movie for many reasons. The first is it has brilliant music. The songs from this movie are well known even today. There was recently a remake of this movie and the songs became popular even among the generation of today. The second reason is that the plot is very emotional and very dramatic. There are many elements here, including family drama and friendship and also comedy. It all comes together very beautifully, and that makes it an extremely enjoyable watch. The third reason is that the characters are wonderful. All the characters in the movie are not only very cute and relatable, but they also have their own quirky personalities. So as a viewer, you get invested in the characters as the movie goes along. So those are some of the reasons I love this movie.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask you a few questions on the topic of cinema and films. Do you think the younger generation and the older generation watches the same kind of movies?
That's a good question. And I think it's not the case. So the younger generation is exposed to a lot more kinds of movies, especially because they spend a lot more time on the internet. So the younger generation tends to be more exploratory in the way they watch movies, whether it's movies from other countries, other genres, other languages. However, the older generation tends to be more limited in their exposure, so they would probably stick to movies of their mother tongue or movies that are produced in their country.
What do you look for in a movie? Is it entertainment or inspiration, and why?
I think the answer to this depends on my mood at the time. There are times when I'm just looking for entertainment and when during a weekend when I have nothing else to do. But there are also times when I follow certain movie makers who make inspirational and extremely good movies. So when I go to watch one of their movies, I'm looking for something more than just entertainment.
Why do you think movie actors are more popular in your country?
That's a good question. I think India in general loves to hero worship people. It comes from our religion. Generally, we tend to idolize our gods, our sports people, our celebrities. And Indians love movies in general. So Bollywood is one of the largest movie industries in the world. So I think it all comes together in a melting pot, and Indians tend to really worship their movie stars.
Do you think these movie actors also involve themselves in social causes?
There are some who do involve themselves in causes other than the film industry, and there are some who don't. I think the younger generation wants to be popular on social media and wants to come across as more relatable to their audience. So younger actors tend to be more involved in social causes.
Thank you. That was the end of your IELTS speaking test.
Thank you.
We will now analyze the student based on the 4 band descriptors that we have for speaking: fluency and coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, and pronunciation. The candidate spoke really well, and she was really fluent with her speaking with very rare repetition of words, and she was not hesitant when she spoke. Even the lexical resource that was brought into her speaking was very natural, very effortless, and it blended well with the answers that she was answering. For example, sense of nostalgia, induces, quirky, elements, and many other words that she spoke were very relevant to the subject, and it was apt. Now let us come to her GRA, grammatical range and accuracy. She used a variety of sentences, both complex, compound. Some of her sentences were simple, which were also very good and added a lot of sense to her speaking. She showed every characteristic of a native speaker of English. Her pronunciation was effortless. She spoke with subtlety and with precision, and it was easy for the person who was listening to her to understand each and every word and vocab that came out of her mouth. Overall, she did a fantastic job. Great use of connectors when she was speaking. If there was one thing that she needed to improve, that would be the use of a few idioms during her speaking, and to expand her answers according to the questions or the part of the question. So understanding the structure of her speaking was imperative here. So I would give this candidate a band 8. Hey students, if you want to improve your speaking skills and you want to know more about the speaking tests as per the IELTS rules and curriculum, kindly please follow us on this channel. We will be continuously uploading many videos here to support you through your journey. Looking forward to seeing you here soon. Bye-bye.